World Cancer Day is important because we have to draw the attention of the world to a couple of very, very important factors. First, being the equal access to diagnosis and treatment across the world, which is not a given. Just on the contrary, we know that both treatment, particularly with expensive drugs, and diagnosis is limited to very certain regions, not necessarily the richer ones. This is not really a prerogative, but still it is being restricted. And on the other hand, we of course have to face the challenge. The drugs are getting more expensive, and there we do have the question, how will we get these more expensive drugs and very expensive drugs to certain parts of the world which might be underprivileged financially and also access-wise. And the third aspect is to draw the world's attention to any kind of prevention, because of course prevention is the key to lower the cancer burden all over the world. So to talk about cancer and to lift this kind of curse and to just not talk about it is not enough. Just on the contrary, we have to talk about it, we have to address the issue, and we have to start creating and generating solutions.
So the IAEA has been involved in cancer for many years, up to 30 years. We have helped many countries develop their first radiation therapy center, which is always the biggest challenge, because before the first center is put together, the country would not have not only the infrastructure, but more importantly, the technical expertise to develop other centers. Once you put one, it's kind of a process that the next one is easier, etc., etc. And then for the first one, you have to have safety infrastructure and various things like that. Then assessment of the need, we figure out what's needed. Then we have several ways of doing that, whether through our databases in Iraq or whether it's through missions, like impact missions. And then once we know what's needed, then we advise the country in terms of the next process, which has to go hand in hand, which is training and education, and at the same time the planning of the actual radiation therapy center. So the training and education, we have a whole team that needs to be trained. We have a medical physicist, radiation technologist, radiation oncologist, and it takes years. So that is something that sometimes was not recognized early on, but it's an essential part of what we do. Then once the training, in terms of planning the facility, we have many guidelines of how to start and set up a radiation therapy facility from the beginning, And in addition to the radiation therapy, the diagnosis part, we have a lot of work with nuclear medicine and radiology-related facilities as well. So that kind of leads us into the treatment. So diagnosis, staging, treatment, all through. And we have prevention we have nutrition services as well. So the whole spectrum. So from beginning to end, we support our member states in the process. And the process includes from the very beginning to develop the laws that are required for use of radiation and safety and that kind of thing. And at the same time, suggestions on how to make sure that whatever is done in a safe manner.
Dice, ando yo buscando una chica tranquila, tenga buenos sentimientos, que sea divina. Yo para encontrarla será ya muy difícil, mucha, pero cómo decidirme. Ando como abanico de un lado para el otro, mirando la charla que pasa en el alboroto. Y si te recuerdo, te aseguro yo me escondo, te aseguro mami me lleva pa'l mar.